Welcome, families and friends, to Full Circle High School's 2022 graduation. Thank you for being here with us. It is truly great to see everyone in person. We would like to thank and recognize school committee members, central administration, and Superintendent Mary Skipper. We are thankful for your presence tonight and your continued support of our program. This is always my favorite night of the year. These seniors have come a long way and been part of every combination of educational model. In-person to fully remote, back to in-person, in a brand new building. They conquered all and are here today to be celebrated. There are a few words that come to mind when we talk about the Full Circle class of 2022. Resilience, responsibility, and excellence are some that jump off the page. The 2022 class truly is the embodiment of the Next Wave Full Circle's core values. First up, we're going to start with a slideshow of memories by Dan McCall.
I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me. 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you. Like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me. Like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you. Like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Are supposed to do, oh yeah. You can count on me, 'cause I can count on you.
Thank you, Dan. What a journey it has been. So now, with no further ado, please welcome to the stage the Full Circle graduating class of 2022. Woo! Let's make some noise. Here we go. Woo! What a squad. These 11 students are the reason we are all here. So let's fire it up and celebrate these seniors and their hard work. I'd like to invite Principal Margaret Green up to the stage to drop some knowledge and leave us with some words to live by.
Good evening, everybody. And welcome to Full Circle's graduation ceremony. I'm excited to be here tonight to celebrate the accomplishments of these 11 graduates. I'd like to first thank our Superintendent, Mary Skipper, the Central Administration team, the members of School Committee, and Mayor Ballantyne for their continued support of Next Wave and Full Circle and for recognizing the need for a small therapeutic school in our city. The staff at Next Wave and Full Circle is a remarkable group of talented and caring individuals. They come to school every day with endless enthusiasm and genuine love and care for the students. I commend them for their commitment to making a difference in the lives of so many young people. I am truly honored to work with such a dedicated team of professionals. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge Mary Ann Beaton, our clinical coordinator, who will be retiring this year. Mary Ann has been with Full Circle and Next Wave for the past 22 years. Mary Ann, you have enriched our school community beyond measure. Thank you for your years of service to our students, families, and the staff of Next Wave and Full Circle. You will be incredibly missed, and I wish you the very best on your next chapter. Regan, William, Finn, Gianna, Carly, Melanie, Gabe, Tony, Gavin, Yvette, Bradley, today is your day. This is it. You've made it. Your graduation is finally here. This is a time filled with hope and excitement for what's to come, a remembrance of what was, and a reflection on all the successes and challenges that got you to this moment. Graduates, some of you started with us in middle school at Next Wave, while others joined us along the way. But no matter how long we've known each other, each of you has had an impact on the Next Wave and Full Circle community. Over the past 2 years, living with the pandemic, we've learned that we are capable of anything. We can adapt and change how we do school and adjust to the new and the ever-changing health requirements. We've all sacrificed so much, but the graduates sitting in front of us tonight did not skip a beat. They kept their eyes on the prize, made the necessary adjustments, and we are here to celebrate all of those accomplishments with them tonight. Graduates, you have all shown growth, both academically and personally. None of you are the same person today as when you started here, and I have no doubt you'll continue to do great things. I hope you're able to hold on to our 5 core values of resilience, empathy, responsibility, collaboration, and excellence, and that beyond graduation, you continue to see challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth. You embrace each other's perspectives, you continue to work on your goals, share your ideas with others, and above all, strive for excellence by knowing yourself. One of the things I enjoy most about being at Full Circle are the opportunities to learn and build community both in and out of the classroom. And I was so happy we were able to bring back field trips this year that I had to go on the first trip back to Mount Monadnock. The hiking trip to Mount Monadnock in Keene, New Hampshire is a biannual tradition at Next Wave and Full Circle. The climb to the top is rugged. You have to maneuver over large rocks. It can be dark and damp, and there are points where you are faced with a huge boulder, and you have to stop, think, and plan out your next move. The climb is not easy, but there's a point where you are higher than the trees, and all you can see is the bald top of the mountain. The end is in sight, and the rest of the journey becomes a little bit easier. At the top of the mountain, you are rewarded with a spectacular view, and on a clear day, you can actually see the outline of the city of Boston. I came across a quote from Groucho Marx, who said, "I've learned that everyone wants to live on top of the mountain, but all the happiness and growth occurs while you're climbing it." And I thought how true that is. When the students return from Mount Monadnock, rarely do they talk about sitting at the top of the mountain. All the stories are about the climb, how hard it was, the wipeouts, the scrambles around the big rocks, how the staff encouraged them to keep going, the new friendships and trust you found in your peers, and how this year's climb was a little bit easier because you knew what to expect. Starting out at Full Circle wasn't always easy. Much like Monadnock, there was hesitation at first. You had to leave behind friends and teachers and learn a whole new group of people and a new set of rules. There was some rough road ahead. difficult days and challenges that you had to overcome. With the support and encouragement from your families, the Full Circle teachers and counselors, and the new friendships you formed, you were able to keep going and finally be here today. Ahead of you is college, work, a new set of opportunities and adventures. I know you are all ready for this next step and the new set of challenges that await you. One of our graduation requirements for Full Circle students is to complete a senior competency essay entitled "What Full Circle Means to Me." This essay is much more than a final assignment that needs to be graded. It is a self-reflection of growth and a celebration of achievement. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are small matters compared to what lies within us." I encourage you all to look over your essays from time to time to remind yourself how much you have accomplished in high school, to internalize that sense of excellence, to keep yourself moving forward. Wherever the next path takes you, remember that the climb won't always be easy. Build new friendships and trust those who believe in you and support you. And before you know it, you'll reach the top again, and the reward will be spectacular. Congratulations.
I would now like to invite Mary Ann Beaton and Maureen Robichaux to the mic for the presentation of the Ann Kelly Award, the Andy Rosing Scholarship, and the Joanne Armstrong Scholarship. Woo.
So I'm going to be giving out the Joanne Armstrong Scholarship. Joanne Armstrong was a former counselor and coach at Next Wave and Full Circle who passed away 10 years ago this spring. She was tough, strong, and committed to the success of students in our schools. There's a plaque at Next Wave and Full Circle with a picture of Joanne and the name of the past recipients of her scholarship. This scholarship is given to a former Next Wave or Full Circle student who has continued with their higher education. For those graduating tonight, please know that this award is available to you in the future while you pursue your higher education. The following statement is written on the plaque. This scholarship is given in memory of Joanne, a woman who showed strength, humor, and compassion. This award is presented to someone that has shown a willingness to take on challenges. The person that is awarded the Joanne Armstrong Scholarship this year attended Next Wave and then moved to Revere. After graduating from Revere High, he spent 11 years in the construction field, earning his CDL in 2A-1C hoisting license. This young man made a good living, but he realized he wasn't happy doing this job. So at 30 years old, he decided to enlist in the Army. One of the main reasons he decided to make this change was because of his son. He wanted to be someone his son could look up to and admire and show him that you can do anything at any age. It's all about what's in your heart. The person is currently on active duty in Fort Drum, New York, so he couldn't be here tonight. He plans to transition into the Special Operations community. He is also working towards getting his bachelor's degree in criminal justice. This year, recipient of the Joanne Armstrong Scholarship goes to Mike Messina.
Thanks, Maureen. Next, I will present the Andy Rosing Scholarship of 2022. Andy Rosing was the clinical coordinator for Next Wave and Full Circle. Andy passed away in the fall of 2014 following a battle with brain cancer. Andy will always be remembered as a caring, understanding, and helpful human being. In his honor, friends and family donated funds for a scholarship in Andy's name. This year's recipient of the Andy Rosing Scholarship is Gianna Mazarregios Perez. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to go for it because I hear our next award recipient is right around the corner. Next, I'd like to present the Ann Kelly Memorial Award. It is my pleasure to present the Ann Kelly Memorial Award this year. This award has been given out every year since 1993. Ann Kelly was an active and involved parent whose daughter, Jeannie, graduated from Full Circle in 1991. Ann was killed soon after in a hit-and-run accident. We set up an annual award to be given to a student who represents Ann's qualities. The award reads, the Ann Kelly Memorial Award, a respectful mind, a loving heart, a generous spirit, an example to follow. The student receiving the Ann Kelly Memorial Award this year is Jimmy Brutus.
Jimmy, come up here.
Jimmy, come up.
Come up.
We were sweating that one out. Thank you, Maureen and Marianne. It's always good to hand out some dough to some deserving people. So now we're getting to the part that we've all been waiting for. And first up, we're going to hear about these amazing graduates. So I would like to invite up Nicole Hazard to start us off. Woo!
I have a prop, so we're just getting that started. Yvette? You're supposed to stand up here. You stand awkwardly next to me. Can you hear me? All right. Yvette joined Full Circle during remote learning, and I can vividly remember it because she was the only student I had that turned her camera on. These are little teeth chattering in the back that's supposed to signify how distractible Yvette is at all times. But you can't see them, so it's actually not really working out, but just so you know. Immediately, her cheeks endeared us to her, and we decided she'd be our star student. I thought, this is going to be my easiest counselee ever. And then I found out she was a bit of a procrastinator. Whenever I asked how she was doing, she would say, "Good, miss." Little did I know her OSHA certification was overdue. 3 years overdue. Wow. I thought, it's because it's so boring. She's gonna love me. She's gonna call me by my name. She's gonna do all of my work. And that was not true at all. It wasn't until 4:16 p.m. that I found out she knew my full name. That's today. That, by no surprise to anyone who knows her, was when she submitted her final assignment that was due last Wednesday. And still, even though she was always lost and she was only with us for part of the day so she could attend her internship, people started to notice Yvette. She got to experience Roller World with us, feed the homeless at the Boston Rescue Mission, and somehow always had Wi-Fi to hack the firewall and use FaceTime. Every time I pass the hidden table near the process room, I will think of you and have full-blown anxiety, and I thank you for that. All angst aside, you are so mature with your relationships and the way you carry yourself. You're never worried, you're never rude, you never listen, and you're still the cutest. So I'm gonna miss your commentary and critiques on my snack buying. I'll miss you keeping me up to date on the coolest trends, and I'm so excited for your next steps. So this is for you. Congratulations. You can also have all those little teeth. Get those going later. All right, Gabe. I hope I have the timing right, because I did write numbers. Gabe has been with us for 6 years. He is quintessential Next Wave Full Circle. Every single staff member has a personal anecdote about him, and although I've never been officially named his counselor, I know we have a special bond, and I'm his favorite. And I know this because he is constantly asking me to rank my favorites, and no one does that unless they're jealous. So today I can admit to you that you are not just one of my favorite students, you are one of my favorite people. You are funny, generous, loyal, and a little monotone. You are always available to help, and you never seem to be involved in the drama, which is strange because you love drama and throwing your head back in anguish. But, Gabraham, I honored your wish about your gift. And as a backstory for people, the first time Melissa and I made him take science fiction, because I do think we made him take it like 3 times, we watched a trailer for E.T., and Gabe was a mini Gabe and still very unenthused by us, but it was undeniably the most excited I've ever seen him. And he was the only one who knew what E.T. was. He had a collection. So year after year, even when we were remote, we would make him watch the E.T. holiday commercials while we cried. So here's your little E.T. My kid really wanted that. Gabe has been in every class I've ever taught at Full Circle, but some of my fondest memories are from our gardening committee. Gabe was always grumpy and always in the wrong footwear. If he had his Versace loafers then, he would have worn them to water our mud pathways, but he didn't, so he wore slides. And then he'd box himself in and get soaked and need to sit out of class. But in the end, he was proud of the results, and so I do have some little seeds for him. These kind of look like the E.T. flowers, but the E.T. flowers are very expensive, full grown. I thought you could grow them in Tom's coffee mug that he left in my classroom to remind you of all of the good times we had. There were a lot. Yeah, he drank out of it, I think. Yeah. I washed it. There were lots of days when it was just the 3 of us, and I'll always miss that. And unlike a lot of people who really struggled through quarantine and remote learning, Gabe really flourished. He went from his gaming chair up all night trash talking people online to bench pressing in the dark. When we came back in person, he joined the basketball team, the soccer team, got 2 jobs, and a little glow about him. It's been such a transformation. And as you go off to live your best life and club your Thursday nights away, I found one thing that Elliot told E.T. that could possibly be related to our bond. And it's that I'll believe in you every day, all my life. You've made so many positive changes to yourself and to our community, and I'm just so proud to know you. So congratulations. You can have the button.
Thank you, Nicole. I would now like to welcome to the stage Nikki Artavia. Woo!
This is for you, Gavin. Gavin. Gavin, when we met for the first time, you were just a black screen. But you were a very present black screen. You always showed up to my connections and offered great insight on self-care and ways to help our community. I remember seeing you in person for the first time, and I walked right past you because I didn't know what you looked like. You quickly became a force of energy in our classrooms and in our community, albeit a force of energy that showed up late every day. You were with us for such a short period of time, but the impact you had will last for years to come. I am so proud of you. You are an amazing human, and I have been blown away by getting to know you. I am excited to see what steps you take in the future. And whatever steps you take and wherever you go, I have no doubt that you will go with all of your heart. You did it, and I didn't even have to tape you to the chair.
We did it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Next up, Sarah Blanchard.
Carly, please come up here. Keep me company. I'm more nervous now because Carly has a lot of family here supporting her. So, I met Carly in the fall of 2019, just a few months before coronavirus shut the school down. In her first few months at Full Circle, Carly did what she needed to do. She went about her day quietly and was polite to everyone. It was during the virtual school year that Carly let us see her true self. Her kindness, her honesty, compassion, and sense of humor came through on the computer screen more than they had when we were in person. And it was on Zoom chat that we really got to know Carly and her mom, her sister, her dogs, her cats, and many other animals and pets that she loves dearly. When we came back to in-person school in September, there were a lot of nerves for a lot of people transitioning back to in-person learning. But Carly became the go-to person in our counseling group for emotional support of any and all kinds. The other kids in our group would come in, and the first question out of their mouths would be, "Is Carly here today? Is Carly here?" Which she often wasn't, but we don't need to talk about it. With her kindness and non-judgmental character, Carly was a source of support and comfort to her peers. I'm sure almost nobody in this room has heard of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I did check with Carly's mom, Jamie, to make sure she would understand this reference. She said she would. In the show, the main character quietly goes around saving the lives in her spare time. Rather than living the life of a teenage superhero, she remains anonymous until graduation day, when the class of 1999 gives her a very special award. The award is for Class Protector. As a gift, the class gives Buffy an umbrella. The umbrella symbolizes how Buffy has protected her classmates from harm. And this is what Carly has done for her classmates. She has been our class protector. So my gift to Carly we need to open it. This umbrella. On the umbrella, Carly's friends have written messages to her about what she's meant to them. To quote a few, "Carly, I always knew you were there for me. Carly, thank you for protecting me. Thank you for always understanding. Carly, I thank you for being my first friend, a bright soul, and I appreciate you." There's one central theme in these messages. Carly is a helper, a protector, and a friend to all. In today's world, we could use a lot more girls like Buffy and Carly, class protectors. Congratulations.
Thank you, Sarah. Next up, Julia Dowling. Woo!
All right, Gianna, get up here. Neither of our favorite places. Gianna has been my counselee for 2.5 years, and I can't believe how much she's grown. She was a complete mystery for me for months when she started. She was silent, completely miserable during all meetings with her, and she wasn't at school that often, and if she was there, for a couple hours. So I couldn't figure couldn't figure her out at all. She was super polite. She did her work when she was there. But it wasn't really until the pandemic came that I feel like I got to see a little bit more into her world. I did become her personal alarm clock for a little while. But I also started hearing about jobs she applied for, walks she was going on with her dog and her sister, snowmen she was making. And still, sometimes when she got nervous about how she was doing in classes, she would stop showing up. So when we returned in person this year, and I was met at 8 a.m. by a mature, funny, and cheerful senior full of pride and smiles, it was a little bit of a surprise. I wasn't sure it was going to last, but then she came the next day at 8 and the next, and she kept doing it and started rocking her classes in a way we hadn't seen before. In September, she won the Responsibility Award at school, which is something I did not see coming, until this year. And she kept building on that confidence and tackling her classes and projects in ways that completely blew me away. It turns out Gianna is hilarious. She's a great self-advocate, and she's my main source of cute pictures, mostly of her dog and her little sister. She keeps going when things are hard or scary. In the last few months, she's presented research at Harvard to a class full of graduate students, and she's learned how to ride a horse. She's caring, responsible, and loves her friends and family deeply. And now that she has the guts to talk a lot more, I get to hear all about them. I'm going to miss her, and I will be saving her model funeral parlor to show all of my future physics classes. It had some great wiring and some great, what would you call that? Setup of the body. Although I've missed her lately during counseling groups while she migrates to Sarah and Tim's group to hang out with her friends, she's always there to check in, tease me, and do what she needs to do. When Gianna leaves, she's thinking about becoming an emergency responder, so I have a couple things to help her as she leaves. The first, oh no, there we go. It's a bag. I tied that too. Thank you. Let's try to get a good picture. All right, here we go. The first is to remind her of how good she's gotten at sticking with scary things and conquering some fears. So I have a little reminder of her horse, Luca. Looks just like her. And then the other thing is something I wish that I had given her months ago. Most people have one bestie in their lives because it's a best friend, but not Gianna. Gianna has the support of many besties who all seem to be sprinkled everywhere. She has great choice. They all seem to be supportive, positive, and loving. So while I tease her about it, I also want to know who they are. And I want you to remember who they are to support you and help you through hard things. So I have got you these bands. They say Gianna's bestie. I hope this is enough. I'm not sure it is, but maybe that will help you to remind you what you can do, and also so that we can all know who the nice people around here are. So congratulations. You can...
Thank you, Julia. Next up, Mary Vaughn.
Melanie, you want to come up here? All right, so Melanie came to Full Circle in the spring of 2019, and we didn't really see much of her. In fact, we didn't see much of her for like the next year. And I was like, wow, what are we going to do with this kid? September comes. Still not seeing too much of Melanie, but she's, picking up the pace a little bit, and then the pandemic hit.
And that's where Melanie shines. She was able to do her work, participate, all from the comfort of her bedroom. We got to meet her sisters, who were much smaller then. But I think, Melanie, you are the epitome of what this school is. You're a student who persevered, knew where to come for help, and got the job done. I'm going to tell you right now, you were a highlight of my school year. It's been a rough few years for all of us. But as of a few weeks ago, I didn't know I had any graduating students until I got a call from my supervisor at ELP saying, Melanie just finished. And I said, what? Melanie's been in our ELP program. It's the extended learning program where you work on your own at home. And Melanie would pop in. She'd do some work for a few days, may not see her for a few weeks, get a text message, oh, I've been a little busy, things have been, a little crazy, but I'm gonna hop back on. Well, in the last few months, Melanie has managed to meet every requirement for her graduation. And Melanie, I wanna thank you for making my year, because you really did. You're one of the kindest kids I've ever met. You're sweet, you were always pleasant to everybody in our crazy counseling group with me and Melissa. And to me, I admire the hard work you put into getting your diploma, helping your mom out, your friends, your family. You are truly a wonderful kid, young adult now. And I'm looking forward to seeing you finish cosmetology school and then getting your own business, because I need some help with this hair. Melanie, it's a little something for you, and congratulations. And I'm so proud of this girl.
Thank you, Mary. Next up, Melissa Lanzeri.
Finn's full circle journey began during a strange time in schooling, remote learning. For those of you who have experience with the world of Zoom, you know this essentially means your face is showcased in a box of many boxes on a screen. Now imagine being a teenager thrown into this situation who just transferred into a new school. Despite the odds, Finn jumped right in. Whether he was sharing his ideas about futuristic worlds and dystopian literature, or speaking up for changes that needed to be made in voting rights class, his presence became known. When we needed to get creative with group activities, Finn introduced us to the online game called Among Us. This became a center of entertainment for our counseling group. So as a token of how we first met, specially made by our 3D printer, here's a character from Among Us. Thank you for always finding a way to participate and even inspiring my Halloween costume that year, if you remember. If you know Finn, you know his passion for art. He's an amazingly talented artist, which we first learned when he showcased his hand-built fox costume online. Once we transitioned to in-person, it became obvious that art shows through in almost everything he does. From doodles and notebooks to tagging up whiteboards, his artwork became easily recognizable. I knew I could always count on him to decorate my classroom for every season, and his Halloween costume was a whole other level of costume design. If there'd been a contest, you know you still would have won. I hope you continue to pursue art as a career going forward. And here's just a little something to buy some art supplies. All right. Though your time at Full Circle was short, your impression was lasting. Not only did Finn earn honor roll every quarter, he finished his graduation requirements early and even attempted a college course. Among peers, he was someone people sought out. He listened and would often share advice. He was recognized with our Core Value Award for showing empathy in the community. Your ability to relate with others while remaining unique and true to yourself in a generation that encourages conformity is an example to be followed. Your honesty, courage, and bravery when it comes to speaking up about important topics is something we could all learn from. I'm going to end with a quote that has stuck with me since I read it, and it reminded me of Finn. Shout out to Lindsay for drawing this up for me. It says, "If you feel like you don't fit in this world, it's because you are here to help create a new one." Thank you for representing a voice that needs to be heard. I can't wait to see what you create. Best of luck going forward. Congratulations.
Thank you, Melissa. Next up, Erica Riddington.
Hi, I get the privilege of presenting for two students. I think of them as the same class as I am. We arrived at Full Circle at the same time. I'm going to talk first about Tony, all right? Antonio Tavares first came to Full Circle from the Matignon School of Cambridge in fall of 2019. He presented himself as a respectful and private person, not particularly interested in mixing up. In this way, I recognize a kindred spirit. Those first days, he preferred to chill on his own and coolly deflected unwanted attention from peers and staff alike. In time, as Antonio adjusted to the new environment and found he could trust people around him somewhat, he started opening up and smiling a bit. We started calling him Tony. In his classes, it was clear he had some keen academic skills, and things were starting to fall into place. And then COVID hit, and it hit hard. The lockdown was a time of suffering and questioning, and Tony, like many of us, is less than enthusiastic about doing certain things if he doesn't see the point. And the remote instruction model was definitely unconvincing for Tony. We had serious conversations with Dad and Jack and Dan, and Tony really considered a wide range of options. I was frankly afraid we were going to lose him. But thankfully, he made it through, and Tony chose Full Circle. We were delighted that he came back to us in person, though it was not without struggles. Nicole was on him. It took daily texts, phone calls, even promises of breakfast to try to get him into school on time. Sometimes the pressure has to build before the ball moves. What we've discovered about this quiet, private person is that he's a clutch team player. Tony held down a regular weekend job waiting tables at the iconic neighborhood restaurant. In council group, he has this uncanny ability when we're playing Wordle to silently consider the options and then suddenly blurt out the correct word, impressing everyone with his seemingly magic talent. Speaking of which, on the basketball court, Tony is fire. Not only did he win the Most Valuable Player award last season, he crafted and submitted an essay that won him a coveted basketball scholarship. Tony has become a well-loved member of our close-knit community here at Full Circle. Everybody likes Tony. Everybody likes Tony. He may be done with high school, but his plans for the future include Bunker Hill College, where he's headed in the fall. His dream is to run his own business, an auto body shop. And to help him along the way, I have a few items to offer. All right. First of all, keep your eye on the ball. Don't lose sight of your dreams. Stick with it. Keep it in focus, all right? Second of all, you are going to build your own business. You're going to build your own garage. And this is just a little toy, a model to make, and be thinking about it. Think about this is your dream. And then, lastly, when Shantae heard that something that I had ordered for you did not come through, she came to the rescue. We are a team at Full Circle, and she got Shantae's
I love you.
fruit snacks because he says they're the best. Okay. Okay, so they say that still waters run deep. There's definitely more to Tony that than we have gotten to know in the past few years, and we expect him to come back and visit from time to time. We know you have what it takes. Work hard, be patient, and faithful to your dream, and you will succeed. Don't forget to come back and see us. We will be share with us your journey. We will be so happy to see you. Okay. Next, I would like to talk about Bradley. Fall Fair. Bradley, what can I possibly say that does justice to the saga that is your journey up until this moment? The fact is, we will never know the half of it. It's your story to tell, and you can be quite good at telling stories. You're also a good performer. Just ask Melissa, or anyone who did the Crucible drama class with you. The feeling you put into the lines from the play was captivating. I think one of the reasons we all love you so much is that either despite the tremendous amount of adversity you faced, or because of it, you just do things with a lot of feeling. You can really see it on the basketball court. You throw yourself into it, body and soul. And sometimes, when someone is so passionate about life, they get hurt. And you certainly have racked up your fair share of injuries. Whether the concussions from football at Somerville High School, getting hit by a car while biking, getting into a scrape on the bus, you have the scars to show for it. And because Bill's office will no longer be accessible, I have something for you to take with you. Okay. All right. All right. This box contains an assortment of goodies and things. An assortment of goodies and things for self-care. We truly want you to make the number one priority taking good care of yourself. Okay? Then the next one. This ball for Bradley represents the way you have bounced back numerous times. Your struggles and perseverance is truly remarkable, Bradley. You are already practicing what I hear is one of the keys to success. If you fall down 7 times, you get up 8. I want to acknowledge that this can be a confusing and stressful time. Who knows what the future will bring? But if you can keep your head up and your eyes on the prize, you will at least be going in the right direction. And to help you see a little bit more clearly, I have something else for you. Okay. These will protect your eyes from the loads of blue screen exposure you'll have, but they won't correct your vision. You need to get your prescription filled for that. Do it. Okay? We tried many, many times. Today we celebrate you and all that you've accomplished to be standing here with us today. And though we will miss you terribly, we know you are in good hands, more than words, with Zach, and to help you find your way. You did it, Bradley. You can be proud. I certainly am. Your Full Circle family is here for you, and we will be delighted when you come back and visit us and share your progress. Congratulations.
Thank you, Erica. Last up is myself, so Regan, come on up. Woo! Regan came to us as a student after some time at Medford High. Medford High was not the place for Regan. He eventually dropped out. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. When Regan started at Full Circle, he was on a quest to make up for lost time and credits. Whatever wasn't working for Regan at Medford High was in the rearview mirror because Regan hit the ground running. Regan and I bonded over 90s rap and wrestling. Getting to know Regan was easy. He loved to talk, on topic, off topic, in class, during class, didn't matter. He was a man of many interests. Regan got along with students and staff alike. Wisdom is fluid. It brings flexibility and adaptation. As I got to know Regan, what I realized was he was an old soul. He was wise beyond his years, and it often came out when classmates were listening to him during class or counseling group. Regan's life experience has given him perspective, and he has found the drive to continue to strive for greatness. See, I'm rhyming here. Regan is a lifelong learner, always trying to grow. So here is a book to continue to take those lessons. It's The Tao of Wu, written by the RZA. Regan's love of music was always apparent, whether it was us talking about our favorite rapper's favorite rapper or listening to Regan's self-produced music. There is one thing for sure. Regan has something to say, and people listen. Regan, here's a notebook. You might call it a rhyme book. You might call it a journal, but it's another place to capture your wisdom, bars, and goals. COVID happened. Regan moved to the sticks.
Yep.
As a city boy in the country, he worked hard virtually. He was always a voice, and many times he had his face on camera too. Regan always took the time to check in about other people's lives, always asking about my cat Tiger, who would often co-teach with me. As time went by, he started to look like someone who lived in the country. His beard got longer and scruffier. So, here's a razor so you can always look fresh. Regan finished up at the extended learning program. As he finished up his classes, he was on the quest for a job, and a quest for a job. But he finally found one at a fencing company. All of this has added to Regan's life experience and perspective. If you live through defeat, you are not defeated. You acquire wisdom. So, here is a microphone so you can continue to share your wisdom loud and clear. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I tried to. They wouldn't let me.
Sick.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, last, but certainly not least, William, come on over here. Woo! Woo! How you doing, good? Word. William transferred from Next Wave to Full Circle. In the first month of William's freshman year, he had some difficulty getting to school on time. It's the adjustment from 8:20 to 8 o'clock. William would be just a few minutes late, and you would have thought that the world was going to end. The great Kobe Bryant once said, "Time waits for no man, seize the day." After William made that adjustment, pretty sure he was never late again. A theme that is recurring throughout William's time is setting goals and working hard to reach them. So first of all, you too get a notebook. And in that notebook, it's Boston sports themes to continue to set goals that I know you will work hard to reach. When William started, he was not that great at taking feedback. I can recall times when Tom and I were asking William to edit some of his writing, and his first reaction was to just hit the backspace button and erase it all. William always believed that his answer was wrong, but oftentimes it was correct. It just needed a little bit more. William started to gain confidence in his work and started to earn A's and B's in his classes. Kobe also said, if you don't believe in yourself, no one will do it for you. William was always confident when it came to sports. He played for the Next Wave Full Circle basketball team, and this year, on the first Next Wave Full Circle soccer team, I often talk to William about the lessons learned playing sports and how they could be transferred into school? Here's a book, Kobe, Life Lessons Learned. Read this book, use these lessons at work, in life, and beyond. Anyone that knows William knows he wears his heart on his sleeve. If William is having a good day, you'd know. If William was having a tough day, his face would say it all. If William was looking for a hair tie, you know he was looking to get down to business. So I went to CVS. Here's some hair ties, so you'll always be ready to get in the zone. William also has priorities. William has worked incredibly hard inside of school and outside. This year, William was working almost 40 hours a week at Outback Steakhouse, but you would never know because William was always in school on time and ready to go. The only thing that was a priority over school and work was his dedication to his friends and, above all, his family. William's family has been incredibly supportive of William, and it shows. He is their biggest fan, and they are his. So, that's for you. This is for me. I have some We Are Number One foam fingers because I've considered myself lucky to be part of their team. I will leave us all with a quote from Kobe. The struggles to get there that completes the journey. It's the ugly moments that create the beauty. Those are the moments I truly appreciate. Congratulations. Yep. I got some for you too. Now is the part we've all been waiting for, to hear from our graduating class. Who wants to set it off? Anybody? That's nice, Tim. That's nice.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. When I first started Full Circle, things was tough. I had a very difficult time, especially coming out of high school. But overall, throughout my journey in Full Circle, I've learned a lot about myself and also others, and I've grown like from before. Also, it's been very rough these upcoming days, especially graduating. A lot of emotion, a lot of feelings. A lot of people don't want to talk, you know, but it's okay. What I mostly want to say is I'm proud to have gone through this journey, and I'm proud to have finally be done with it. Also, I am going to miss every Full Circle staff member, everyone. Even the one that thinks I don't like them. You know? But overall, I want to say I'm thankful for everybody that has gone through this journey with me and that are now here with us today. And that's it. Thank you.
Devin!
I'd like to thank everyone here today, my family, everyone that's here, William's family, whoever else's family is here. I love you all. Honestly, I never thought I'd be standing on the stage. I never thought I'd be graduating, and it's surreal. It's surreal just to be standing here talking to you guys right now. I'd like to thank all the Next Wave Full Circle staff for being absolutely supportive in every aspect that I could have asked for. And I'd like to thank my family for being the one thing that has grounded me for this entire journey, honestly.
Just take a look out there. Everyone that is out there is here for you guys. Tony!
I'm a little short, sorry. I just want to say thank you for my family being here. Thank you for all the staff putting up with me. Thank you for Shantae for the fruit snacks. Thank you for Nicole getting me up every day, getting me to class. And that's it.
Ooh, Sam, there we go.
Man, I want to try to do stand-up comedian, and I can't even stand up here myself. I think my timbers have timbers of themselves that are shivering. I want to thank everyone for tonight. I think we all really appreciate our family and the teachers and everything coming out to here for us tonight. It's freaking amazing to be up here and be able to grab my diploma, knowing that I'm able to make it through the 12 years of high school not high school, school in general. Thank you all.
We're good. Oh, Gabe!
I don't really know what to say. I don't have much. I'm surprised I'm here right now. I'm grateful for everyone that's here, my friends, my mom, and I'm grateful for the people that I did meet this year because it helped me a lot to go through this year. So, yeah.
We're getting there. Wow. Give the people what they want. Give the people what they want.
I really am. I really don't want to say much, but I want to thank my family, my friends, everyone who was here tonight. I want to thank you, and that's about it.
Hey, here we go.
I'd like to thank Nicole and Shantae and Tim and my mother for everything they've done for me and everyone else who's here. That's it.
Hey.
I just want to say thank you to my mom, my best friend that's right there in the back, and all my siblings and everyone who came to support me. Yeah.
I would like to thank everyone right here and all my teachers and everyone else. I'm very nervous, so give me some slack. I don't know what to say, but I'd like to thank everyone and everyone who supported me when I went through Full Circle. And yeah.
We're doing pretty well right now. We're doing pretty well right now.
I don't know what to say, honestly, because everybody's been saying thank you. But again, thank you all, especially my teachers, especially Sarah, always texting me, always, where are you? Every day when I used to not show up. And Tim for making fun of me about my last class. Thank you for that. That really pushed me to finish up really quick. I want to say thank you to my family for being there, especially my little sister, JC. There for my very last test. And then, yeah, that's about it. Thank you, guys.
Come on, bestie. Come on, bestie.
Mine's a paragraph, so it's gonna take a while. When I first came to Full Circle, I was upset because I was gonna leave my friends behind in SHS. I was a shy girl who kept to herself and was kind of lonely until my old friend Carly came to Full Circle. She was the only person I talked to, but there were days where she wouldn't come, so I would feel lonely again. She made my school experience more comfortable till COVID came and we had to go virtual. We later transferred to a new building later during the school year. New students kept coming in, and there was this one new student named Sine. She was very nice to me when we first met. Now we bully each other with love. We're always together. We tell each other things. She will always be there for you. She will listen to all your problems. She's like a therapist. I noticed that I changed a lot. I became a talkative girl later in the school year. I started talking to a lot of the teachers and more kids too. One of the classes that I took was called Home Sweet Home, and I liked that class a lot because of the project that we had to do. For our project, we had to add 2 circuits into a room, which was a box. My box was a funeral home. I liked it because we were able to build something with our hands and we were creative about it. I also liked it because it was a math class, and I like math. Full Circle helped me a lot, like how to become my true self and how to interact with people. I started to feel comfortable and happy here in Full Circle. The next part of my journey is heading to Bunker Hill and working in the medical field. I will be missing my memories I had here with Full Circle. Thank you for all the support. As well, I would also like to thank my family for always being there for me and always pushing me through the hardest moments of my life. And thank you for my dog, Luna.
That was great. Can we hear it for them one more time? That was fantastic. Wow. I would now like to invite Margaret up to present diplomas to our graduates.
So I first just want to say before we get to the diplomas that this is one of our largest graduating classes at Full Circle in many years, certainly in my 10 years as principal, and all 11 of them spoke tonight. So they are just a tremendous group of young adults here with us. So this is really the moment we've all been waiting for, our diplomas. But before we give them out, I do want to call back to the stage their teacher counselors. So can Nikki Artavia, Sarah Blanchard, Julia Darling, Tim Dunphy, Nicole Hazard, Melissa Lanzieri, Erica Riddington, and Mary Vaughn please join us on stage? So before I give out the first diploma, I just want to read to everybody what the diploma says. It says, "We, the community of Full Circle High School, are both honored and pleased to present to you this diploma, which signifies your successful completion of the required curriculum. Your ideas and contributions have been important to the growth of our school. You have shown determination and commitment to the community that we hope you will carry with you throughout your life." To help me present the first award, I'd like to call up Nicole Hazard. Gabriel Noguera. To help me present the next diploma, I'd like to call up Erica Riddington. Bradley Voltaire. I'm going to call Nicole back up here with me, Nicole Hazard. Yvette Cortez. There you go. I'm going to call Mary Vaughn up to help me present the next diploma. And this diploma goes to Melanie Muniz. I'm going to call back up Erica Riddington. Tony Tavares. I'm going to call Tim Dunphy up to help me present the next diploma. William Baxter. Nikki Artavia will join me for the next diploma. Gavin Terrio. I'm going to ask Melissa Lanzieri to help me present the next diploma. Finn Lancaster.
Where's your fan? Where's your grandma?
Oh, I see her. I'm going to ask Sarah Blanchard to join me in presenting the next diploma. Carly Moynihan. And I'm going to ask Julia Dolan to join me on stage to present the next diploma. Gianna Mazarregos Perez. And Tim Dunphy's going to join me to present the last diploma. Regan Patrick Alley. So I'd like to give Regan a moment, and then we can. I am going to ask all the Next Wave and Full Circle teachers to join us up on stage right now. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you Full Circle's graduating class of 2022. So the graduates are going to stay up on stage with staff for people to take some pictures, and then when we're done, we will enjoy some cake and refreshments. So please take pictures.
In the back of your programs, there are autograph pages if you want to get some graduate autographs as well. There is an autograph page in the back.